Good?
Yeah, we're recording?
We're recording. We're ready.
Oh my god.
I know. We're in another new part of the house.
Yay.
It's kind of cozy.
Yeah, I like it.
There's just lots of services.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of tables.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it though.
It's an expensive table.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll put a picture of it up because it's kind of neat. So this one's on you. Why don't you introduce this one?
Yeah, so this is our Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah, Friday.
So I went for something a little bit hardcore. This is a nostalgia one for me, of a band named Emery. I remember when I was very young going to one of their shows and watching their screamers stand on the hands of the fans and scream into their faces. This is their latest release. They've been a band for 20 years, so they're old men now, still doing screamo.
Fuck yeah.
And so, cool thing about this record, this whole record is live off the floor. So what you're about to see is the record. So this take is the CD.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they did. So they didn't track things separately.
No.
Did they top anything up?
They probably did some vocal fixes and things like that later. But in terms of what you see, it's an hour-long concert. We're just going to listen to one song. But it's an hour-long concert. It is the record. That's what they printed it as.
Is this on the Emery YouTube channel?
Yes.
Oh,
this
okay,
is the
dope.
only place
Dope.
you can see it that isn't their Patreon.
Dope.
So you can't listen to this on Spotify. You can't, because it's meant to be this way.
It is what it is. It's like a concert.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Dope.
So
Dope.
you're about to see something very cool, in my opinion.
I'm
So,
into it.
Here you go. Crank that.
Child and make them trust you. Fill their heads with hell, but an escape. The good Lord will make his face shine upon us all. His light will reveal what you must hate. I keep on searching for salvation. I couldn't help myself, there's too much sugar in the sermon. I wanted more than this, it was masturbation. An image of God that made me turn my back on something real that I can call on when blood reveals. Feel a family, something real that I can lead up to be human still. I'm not the same. I saw the world begin to eat itself.
So yeah. That was a ton.
I've never heard this before, by the way.
Okay.
So this
Me
is
neither.
all new.
Me, yeah, okay. So, and this is new material too.
Yeah, brand new record.
So what I'm really interested in is that it's cool to play tellies.
Oh yeah, so he's been like the main guitar player there, Matt. He's been a Mexican telly guy for forever.
Oh, really?
Like he has his Mexican telly from.
Is it because they're just like bright and shiny? Like, what is it?
So he's talked about this. I've listened to his. He has a podcast called Break It Down, and he talks about guitar for a long time because he was like, when he was first starting out, he was just he would go through the gear phase. It was just all the gear, always changing things. He did a digital rig before there was digital rigs. He tried everything, and then he said he was playing big shows with people. And then he would be like, oh man, what's that rig that he's using? Blah, 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 blah. It sounds so good. He'd go over and he'd see a guitar into a Mesa, a guitar into a Marshall. Nothing.
It's like, don't ruin it.
Nothing crazy. And he was just like, oh, it sounds like the guy.
Yeah.
What I like is I like the way the guy plays.
Yeah, that
he was
makes
just
sense.
like, so I realized that I sound like me no matter what. Mm-hmm. So he has had a Vox AC30 or an AC15. I can't remember which one he does. But that's for the last like 5 records. His guitar tone is always the same. Just a Vox AC30.
It's huge.
It's massive.
It's massive.
Yeah.
And like the telly is like such a smooth sounding like guitar. So like even when he's playing like those barred chords, it still sounds like one big note.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
But you hear like the singular note stuff really sounds glassy, and that's like the telly
It's
thing
the
too, right?
Mexican telly thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
but he's
yeah.
pushing into that AC30 that it squishes really well, right?
Because there's no rosewood on that, right?
I think that's all maple.
It'd be all maple, yeah.
Yeah.
Like so that's why it's really like what I'm saying is like really slappy almost.
Yeah.
Like it's really really clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing that I
Interesting.
like is like already it's like very raw.
Yeah.
Like the vocal, like not everything's perfect, not everything's polished. They're right off on 58, so it's kind of like you hear it, but it's kind of.
It reminds me of like every time I've seen the Cancer Bats.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like when I saw the Gallows, like all those like punk shows where they did a really good job of it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah. I love that the drums sound huge.
Oh yeah.
I like that it like I'm a Kemper guy. I like digital amps. I like how isolated it is, but I love that they just did amps. I love that they threw.
Where did they do this?
I don't know all this stuff. I should know because I've heard enough about their preparation for this.
Looks like they're in like a liquor cellar.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Speaking of liquor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We live in Canada, so we live in the future.
In the future of CBD beers.
Yeah. And
CBD and THC beers.
yeah, there is. Yep.
Yeah. So cheers. Cheers.
Canada.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Fridays.
Never felt more patriotic.
Hey, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I guess we're celebrating.
America.
Yep.
This is our way.
America.
We're thankful.
Yeah, we're thankful for what would you call that? Progressive
Freedom?
laws. Yeah.
Here we go.
Void of answers, left to bleed.
Yeah, again, just the drums sound so good.
Oh yeah, and like I like that he's like I talk about this not in front of the camera, but when we listen to a lot of this, I like when drummers sound like they're restrained.
Yeah.
And everything they're playing is very intentional because even like he had that really bright snare and it's just like the fill was just da 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 da. It's
Yeah.
like man that was heavy like because
Yeah.
it was simple, right?
And super precise.
Yeah.
We picked up our words and we threw them like stones, holy and righteous for everyone to see. Did you notice? Did you notice me? That's just the way it goes. I relive those days. Did you notice? Did you notice? I won't let you forget it. I never said I forgot you once again. I only asked if the road ever divided. I touched the hand that was taken for me. That wasn't it long ago. It was decided. On to the night sky that lays before us. Sing of bright lights that join in the chorus. I won't stop to hear you disdain or adoration.
What
the hell, man?
What was like what?
Holy shit.
Okay, see what's interesting is like I've been playing guitar and I've been around guitars for a long time and I've never made noise like that.
I know.
I've never made noise like that.
Also, that was the craziest. Like, this is one of the cool things about a band not playing to click.
Yeah.
Like,
They did a good job of
that
dragging,
was
like-
whatever they wanted.
Yep. And it's
Like,
probably
that
different every
dragged
night.
that tempo go right down because they felt like it.
And that, you know what, like to nerd out a little bit, that's probably why the drummer played it the way that he did, because he was slowing down the beat, but he was still doing and he's showing like where it's going, right? So that's interesting.
Man, that's crazy. I gotta back that up a little
Yeah,
bit.
please do.
I think I
A
skipped
little
it.
bit more.
I won't stop to hear you disdain or adoration. I lick my wounds and carry the scars. And I keep on moving. I keep changing. I'll never go back. There's nothing to go back to. So you tell them I'm lost. And you're found. When you stole power from me. And you replaced them. You replaced them with your certainties.
Fuck yeah.
What a way to start that.
What
Holy
a way to start
shit.
up. Yeah. What a way to kick things off. I don't know what I'm supposed to bring to like hang with that.
I have no idea. That was like all over the place. Like Emery does that. They're a very like they switch from this like screamo crazy breakdown kind of thing, but then to these like really singy symphonic kind of things.
Yeah.
And they're like the chord structure is always crazy because like Matt's a kind of like jazz style guitar player for the most part.
Yeah.
But it's and then I don't know, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Those breakdowns were wild.
That was like when it comes to like when I'm looking for music that punches you in the face,
Yeah.
it's exactly what I want.
That was a kick in the face
exactly
right there.
what I want.
And like looking at tellies.
Yeah.
Like looking at tellies and hearing that.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like so, I watched a Megadeth DVD of like Hangar 18 or something like '88.
Yeah.
And they played all Strats and tellies.
Yeah.
And then they just brought their like pointy guitars up because it looked cool.
Man, when I think of like if I'm putting a rig together that's gonna sound big, I don't think a telly through an AC-15
No, I think
ever.
like maybe like a big jacked up Gibson just for the size of it, or like a PRS maybe, even like semi hollow.
Yeah.
It had to be
Something real thick.
Yeah.
But like, oh my god,
I'm for it.
that was cool.
I'm for it.
I like it.
Yep.